How much do you want to bet we're going to get attacked by someone on the way back? Oh no, we're going to the Kreusbasar. Mouse, please. Memories of the explosion that toppled the Ass Technology facility keep you company on your ride back to the Kreusbasar. You barely managed to outrun the blast. Now the facility lies buried under thousands of kilograms of twisted rebar and reinforced concrete. No doubt a considerable blow to Ass Technology's activities here in Berlin. Mission successful. It's time to get paid. I'm gonna get paid 3 times, which is pretty fucking nice. Because I got the pay data, I've got the thing for the bullshit place, and for the assholes. Oh no, 4 times, because there's also the main mission I get paid for. Fucking sweet, my dude. What optional? Decide what to do with the Ass Technology data. I want to get paid. There you go. You call up the Ass Technology project data on your PDA and its tiny display window fills with foreign words and symbols. Handing over the Blood Mage's research, whatever it was, would be easy as initiating a data upload. I'm gonna leave it for a hot second. Can I still do it? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna see if I can get someone to tell me what it means so I can better, like, figure it out. No, still not. Okay. I was worried that I had fucked myself over with getting some upgrades I could have needed, but apparently not. Hey, bud. How you doing? You have nothing to tell me. He's the only one person I was thinking that would know what was going on. I can't think of anyone else who would know. Oh, yeah, maybe, Algernon will know. Because he, like, knows fucking everything and all that. Well, first... As you approach the counter, you find Absinthe counting a bundle of antique paper money in the till. She doesn't bother looking up. Afer, a pleasure as always. What can I do for you? Absolutely nothing. Let's talk to Algernon. Here we go. I came by some data on a job. It's written in a foreign language. Maybe you could take a look? Yes, of course. Hand it to me, if you will. Algernon sweeps his eyes over the information on your PDA. His mouth curls into a frown, then a grimace of disgust. This is an abomination. You would do well to delete it. I thought that you said you didn't discriminate when it came to magical traditions. He meets your eyes. This is a special case. What you have shown me, this should not exist. He sighs. But you are looking for specifics, and you will continue asking until you have them. The impetuousness of youth. Very well, then, I will attempt to provide the clarity that you seek. There is a great power in blood, Aether. It can be used as a focus, a battery, or a bridge. The blood mages of Tenochtitlan are widely feared for their proficiency in abusing this power. This project, this bloodline, seeks to abuse the power of blood in a novel and horrifying way. With the techniques described in this document, a spellcaster could use a person's blood as a magical conduit. In layman's terms, a spell could be channeled through a father to kill his son, through a niece to kill her aunt, anyone with a hereditary connection to the original target regardless of distance. Do you see the ramifications of this, Aether? Do you understand what this means? Were the project completed, were the techniques described within to be perfected, nobody would be safe. You could run and hide, you could go to ground, you could bury yourself in a mile of concrete, it would not matter. As long as Ass Technology can find a blood connection to their prey, they could target them and it would be fatal. He hands back your PDA, information intact. This is yours, Aether. You heard my counsel, I will leave the rest to you. So do I just... Like, what do I do with it? Do I just delete it or what? Or do I just hold on to it for the rest of eternity? I'll get my pay data from this guy. Talk to that exec. He'll fall in line after he gets his pants thoroughly dry cleaned. He smiles broadly. Excellent work. Perhaps you do have a future in this town. Here's your pay. Only 1,000 yen? Boo. Let's talk to Blitz. Blitz is clearly still as tense as ever. The table in front of him is littered with cigarette butts, and there's an enormous mug of soy cap cradled in his hands. He looks up at you with a tortured grin. Hey, Chief, what can I do for you? Any thoughts about that last one you'd like to share? I never thought I'd set foot in an Ass Technology building. Looks different in Meat Space than it does in the Matrix, I'll say that much. Truth be told, Chief, I found the whole experience kind of nerve-wracking. I'm glad that we're out of there, and I'm even gladder that the building is a pile of smoldering rubble now. I deleted it. Post-pay data for sale. Oh, I don't. I thought I did get something. Thread, kaboom. You feel that shake a few hours ago? Not an earthquake. As a facility went sky high downtown. Boom. Can see the smoke from here. Friend of mine down there says it was a power spike that blew their generators. I doubt it. Only Shadowrunners have that sense of flair. You're kidding me. That huge one that sprung up 6 months ago? Place must have cost millions to build. If it was Runners, hope they got a major payday. No way I'd go anywhere near an ASI facility without a trunk full of ammo and a mage watching my back. I didn't have any mages, so woo! Honestly, the power spike version sounds more likely. I've walked past that facility and they have guards posted at the door 24/7, not to mention the automated turret systems backing them up. No way someone got paid to waltz through that shice. No way. So, dig this. Apparently, there were some survivors wandering around a U-Bahn station near the blast site. Some Bimona folks approached to see if they had accounts. Then one of them said that they had to keep running and they all took off down the tunnel. Well, sure, with a blast of that magnitude, they're probably all in shock. Found another post about a bunch of glassy-eyed people wandering around. It said that they were all wearing hospital gowns. The Bimona people must have hooked them up. They keep all kinds of medical gear in their rescue wagons. Maybe, or maybe they were ASI guinea pigs. Re-Blitz. M. To Afer. Dear Afer, please tell Lucas, excuse me, I mean Blitz, that I'm proud of him for not being an idiot. In all seriousness, I know that his first impulse must have been to come riding into my rescue, despite the fact that I didn't want him to. The fact that he was willing to listen to me and stay away, well, it means a lot. I wish that I could tell him everything. So much has happened, but for now, I'm afraid that I have to keep quiet. Lives depend on it. Please tell him to sit tight, and I'll be in touch with him when I can, and please tell him that I love him. Aww. Your continued assistance. Thank you for your service. As a sign of our appreciation, we've decided to reward you with a piece of biotech that one of our operatives required on a recent job. If you wish to take advantage of this, go see Dr. Escabel. The implantation surgery has already been paid for, so there will be no cost to you. Thanks again for your help and enjoy your new toy. Jobs. Claim the payment. You submit the job is finished. A few minutes later, a message pops into the screen. If you're receiving this message, I have fled the country or am otherwise unavailable. Don't worry, you'll still be getting paid. I've made the appropriate preparations. In any case, Afer, thank you for helping me. Please do not attempt to contact me again. As far as the world and my former employers are concerned, I am buried under a ton of rubble. It is best that I remain that way. Yvonne Jimenez, aka Freumuller. A moment later, a second message pops into the inbox for payment details. Woohoo. Why can't I just have that 8K? Account admin over a password, current admin user Paul Lamb, so please talk to me when you're ready to proceed with the Alice payment. Okay. I'm gonna talk to my friend over here, Blitz. Maybe tease him with his real name. Blitz is, nothing much, Lucas. Hey, I've got something for you. Really? What is... He straightens and his eyes go wide. Wait a minute, how do you know that name? Apparently your girlfriend thinks I'm a message courier. Blitz stares at you for a moment, uncomprehending. Wait, you got a message from Emily? For you. He blinks. Well, let's hear it. She says that she's alright. She also says that she is, and I quote, proud of you for not being an idiot. She also says that she'll be in touch when she can. As you speak, a genuine smile spreads across Blitz's face. He nods when you finish. Well, geez, I guess that you were right. Of course I was. I'm always right. He smirks. I'll do my best to remember that from now on. You ready to leave this behind you and concentrate on your work? Here's a hint. The correct answer is yes. Yeah, boss. No more digging around and no more fishing expeditions. When Emily's ready to come back, she'll come back. I get that now. Good. Achievement unlocked, relationship counselor. Weirdly, there's an achievement that I've been able to determine so far for finishing Glory's personal quest and for finishing Blitz's, but not for the other two, I think. Yeah, none of these have to do with the peeps. So, Let's talk to Iger and Glory. And then I'm gonna talk to the doctor. Any thoughts on that last run? That complex needed to be buried. What they were working on in there, it was an atrocity, Afer. I'm glad that we were able to put a stop to it. Saving the clones was a bold move. It would have been easier to leave them where they were and consider them collateral damage. But it was but it was the right choice, Afer. Yeah, okay, that's it. Bye. I'm gonna talk to Glory now. It is kind of interesting that this game kind of rewards you more for being a good person. Because I'm pretty sure everyone would hate it if you were, like, just be like, fuck everyone else. Oh, she has nothing to say. Okay. I should talk to Daytrick. I never take him anywhere, but that's because he's kind of useless. Any updates on Alexander? He says no. Any thoughts about that last run you'd like to share? You know, boss, living in Berlin, I never thought I'd get the chance to go up against a blood mage. Guess today was my lucky day. It really wasn't, because I didn't bring you. Not sure how I feel about you freeing those clones. It might have been kinder to put them out of their misery. He shrugs. It was your call, though. See, I would have figured that, like, I would have been like, ah, man, you were an idiot for saving the clones. And you would have been like, yeah, save them all. And now you're just like, nah. It's like the opposite. And I'm like, okay. Alright, doctor, what have you got for me? I also have that headwear thing, but it's... I bought it, but it doesn't seem to be particularly useful. Adrenal Contractor. When triggered, gain +1 AP, but take an additional 2 damage from attacks. Last 3 rounds. I do like that. But do I actually want it? Because it might be better to have some of these other ones. +1 to movement. I think I like the Synthcardia more. And... ooh. Yeah. And now the main issue is that I only have 2 essence. So whatever I put into my leg, like, it can't be any of these bottom 2 because I would die. I would have 0 essence. So, probably if I'm able to have more money, I'd probably do enhanced articulation. Man, I hate that the 18k got put into the Alice fund and not just, like, the 10k that I needed and given me the 8k, and then it could be, like, awesome. Alright, I guess I have to talk to Amsel then. Hey, Paul. I have nothing new for you, Afer, and we have no time to waste. I need your password to transfer Alice's payment onto a cred stick. Amsel sucks in a deep breath. He suddenly looks as though an enormous weight has been lifted from his shoulders. Yes, very good. Excellent, in fact. This has been a long time in coming, Afer. You don't have to tell me how long it's been, old man. I've been working my ass off to raise this money. Amsel bristles slightly, but keeps his cool. Yes, of course, you've raised Alice's fee with admirable expedience despite your obvious social issues, but I am very much looking forward to bringing this entire story episode to a close. Now, before you go see Alice, there are a few things that you should know. Pay attention to this, Afer, it's important. Firstly, this is a one-way operation. Once the funds have been transferred to the cred stick, the only person who will be able to access them is Alice. As far as the team is concerned, the money will simply disappear. Well, it's not like we were planning on doing anything else with it anyway. Keep going. Secondly, once you make it to the rabbit hole with the funds, it's go time. I trust that you understand what I mean by that. Well, go ahead and clarify it for me. What I mean is that retrieving Alice's information will be your only priority. No more distractions and no more side work. I will busy myself canceling your remaining jobs and smoothing any ruffled feathers. Isn't that a bit premature? We don't even know what Alice has come up with. In for a penny, in for a pound, Afer. I am confident that Alice will provide us with useful information. With the Firewing hunting us, I'll go so far as to say that we've all staked our lives on that presumption. When we have Vauclair's location in hand, we will need to be ready to strike. None of the other obligations matter compared to that. Alright, I guess that makes sense. Anything else? Just that you need to be sure before committing to this. Time is important. A great dragon wants us dead, and that is nothing to take lightly. But you shouldn't return to the rabbit hole until you're prepared to act. If you have any doubts, then I urge you to wait. I understand. I'm ready to proceed. He breathes a sigh of relief. Excellent. The password is Volklingen. Once you are en route to the rabbit hole with the funds for Alice's payment, I will cancel the team's remaining obligations. Understood. You know, I have no idea why Monica chose you as a friend. You are rude, condescending, and arrogant. But your skills in the shadows are unparalleled, and for that, I suppose, I am thankful. Now please, Afer, go get the information that we paid for, and keep your opinions to yourself. With Vauclair's location in hand, we'll be one step closer to surviving this mess. But let me have the remaining 8K! I've already immediately forgotten. Volklingen. Come on. Is that how it's spelled? Volklingen. The funds disappear from your account. Oh good, I received it. From your account, moments later, a message pops up on the screen. Transfer complete. Sitting in its dock on the keyboard, a green LED blooms to life on Alice's cred stick. The trigger has been told. The rabbit hole awaits. I'm gonna get that last thing put into my leg. Achievement unlocked, built for the streets, which is probably like, oh, you put shit in every single one of your things. Alright, I have 6,888 new yen left. And presumably nothing to do with it, because this is probably like basically that whole thing was basically saying you will have no other chance to do anything. You're in the point, this is the point of no return thing. Time to fucking go, dudes. Actually, this is closer. Let's go. The tiny cred stick feels heavy in your pocket, fat with the weight of hard-won new yen. The U-Bahn station swallows you up and sends you hurtling down the rabbit hole, towards Alice, toward the information you've bled for. The train pulls to a stop, and the doors hiss open to the dark old platform. With luck, answers lie ahead. The cred stick port in the machine greedily accepts your payment. You watch as the black plastic of the cred stick's case disappear into the console. Moments later, a message winks onto the screen. Afer, couldn't wait for any longer. Something is tracking me, something terrible. Need to get out of town, go dark for a while. If you're smart, you will too, but a deal's a deal. When you punch the flashing button on the console, it'll spit out an optical chip with your information. Take my advice. Whatever this Vauclair business is to you, drop it and run. And for God's sake, Afer, stay out of the Matrix. It isn't safe. Press the button. You can hear the whine of motors spinning up in the arcade cabinet's guts. With a smooth mechanical motion, a generic brand optical chip slides out of the payment port in front of you. Abruptly, the screen goes black. The console powers down. The optical chip sits in the cradle waiting for you to take it. Take the chip. The instant the chip leaves its cradle, the machine reboots itself. You are again alone. I was alone already. As you settle in for your trip back to the Kreusbasar, you can feel rest of the world compartmentalize and fall away. No more distractions, just you, the train, and the optical chip. It sits in your pocket like a hot stone, impossible to ignore. The train ramps up speed, filling the air with a monotonous electric whirl. The sound is soft and low and urgent, like the droning wings of an enormous insect. It'd be soothing if your mind were occupied with other matters. All at once, the monotony is broken. Your PDA is buzzing. A quick glance at the screen tells you that you're receiving a call and that Paul Amsel is on the other end. You hit the receive button on your PDA. One look at the grainy image that blossoms to life on the screen is enough to tell you that something has gone horribly wrong. The strangled sounds of panic breathing punch through your PDA's tiny speakers. In the image window, you can see the outlines of figures silhouetted against the backdrop of Amsel's shop. The view rotates, bringing them towards the center of the frame. The image sharpens. In the center of the screen stands an enormous organ battle armor, a hand cannon leveled at something just out of frame. His face is a shiny mat of grafted tissue, his smile like something out of a nightmare. Say nothing. You watch, powerless, as the orc screen widens. The frantic breaths that you hear coming from off-screen increase in frequency. From off-screen, you hear Amsel's frantic voice. Audrin, please, tell me what this is about. What are the Firewings' plans? You're going to kill me anyway. Don't send me to the grave without... Your stomach drops as the gun bucks and roars in the orc's hand. Your view on the PDA pitches wildly, then comes to a sudden stop with a violent cracking sound. A burst of static floods the screen. Moments later, a dark shape falls into view with equivalent force. You hear the unmistakable sound of bone crunching against the hardwood. The camera auto-adjusts and the dark shape swims into focus. You're staring into and through the dripping, cavernous ruin of what was once a human head. The remnants of the face that remain are enough to confirm what your gut already knows. The body on the screen is that of Paul Amsel. From out of frame, far away, you can hear another voice, a woman, young from the sounds of it, with a military cadence. What now, sir? Now we press our advantage. Jam their comms, Ortega. The sound of hurried motion recede into the background. Alright, remember people, Amsel was the brains of the operation, but the rest will put up a lot more fight. Flush him out and take him out, down, one by one. Another voice chimes in, a young man this time. Sir, look at Amsel's wrist. The PDA, I think it's recording. God fucking damn it. You hear the roar of another gunshot and the screen goes dark. Your vision swims and the screen of your PDA seems to fade away. The impact of what you just witnessed hammers you in the gut over and over. Amsel is dead, the Kreusbasar is under attack, and it's entirely possible that an ambush party is already waiting to meet you at the U-Bahn platform. Whatever your attackers have planned, you won't be able to do much about it from here. The train is speeding towards the Kreusbasar station, no more stops between you and the enemy. Nothing to do but prepare yourself and wait. Yay! Poor Amsel. Oh hey, Iger! The barrel of Iger's rifle swings upward. She emerges from cover, turning to face you. About time you showed up. The light plays off of Iger's face like a streetlight in rain-slicked asphalt. Her face, neck, and chest are sheeted in slick, dark liquid. Blood. A lot of blood. Where are you hit? I'm not. This little bastard, on the other hand. Iger wipes her mouth with the back of her hand, then hoists a corpse up from behind a makeshift barricade. A young man, maybe in his early 20s, his eyes frozen wide in surprise. What's left of his throat hangs down in ragged flaps. Made one hell of a mistake. I'm surprised you let him close the distance on you like that. Iger bristles. Even the best shooters have to reload sometimes. Did you meet with Alice? Do you have her information? Yeah, I got it. An optical chip. We'll have to use my mission computer to open it. Whatever's on that chip, those bastards don't want us to read it. All the more reason to do exactly that. After we put the rest of them in the ground, that is. Iger, they killed Paul. I saw it. Iger's expression hardens. Yeah, I know. He had us all patched in on that call. We all saw what happened. I figured they'd try to ambush you at the platform, ventilate the train, take you out, and cut off potential escape route in the process. She shrugs. It's what I would do, so I had to it out of here and set up an ambush of my own. Thanks, Iger. She smirks at you. Save it. I'm here to protect the optical chip. That thing cost us 50 grand after all. Anyway, that's enough talk. We've got a job to do. Iger swings her rifle up and over her shoulder. There are an unknown number of hostiles topside. They're well equipped, decently trained, and hell-bent on killing us. The last I heard, Glory was on the north end of town. Glory was on the north end of town. Daytrek was out getting coffee when all hell broke loose. Let's go get them. Our friends need help. Let's go get them. Plus 1 action point. Your experience has increased your ability to operate in dangerous situations. Hooray! Come on now, you need like actual well-trained sniper. Oh, hey, don't be killing my doggo. Good fucking rank, bitch. Bitch, do not kill my dog. If that is my dog, I'm actually not 100% sure. Something ahead of you lets out a low, rumbled growl from the shadows, a primordial sound that echoes down the snowy streets. It steps into the light. Dante. Even from this distance, you can feel the heat radiating from the enormous dog's body. He locks eyes with you, and you can see the fire burning within them. He takes a step towards you, hackles raised. Iger glances at you. Iger glances at you. Her voice is calm, but you can see the unease on her face. I forgot to mention, fearless leader, your dog's acting funny. What the hell happened to him? Beats me. I caught sight of him on the way down to the U-bend platform and he looked normal enough. Then one of those bastards took a shot at him and winged him. Big mistake. Dante got mad. Real mad. He started shaking and twitching and I saw fire in his eyes. He was on the guy before I could blink. A few seconds later, the shooter was a red spear on the sidewalk and Dante, Iger stabs a thumb at the dog's direction, looks like this. You hungry, Dante? Want some soy jerky? Dante grows loud and begins to drool. Droplets hiss as they hit the frozen pavement. He lowers his head and the hackles on the back of his neck stand stiff. I don't think this is working, Afer. It'll work. Easy, buddy. Easy now. Slowly, the wind begins to shift and he sniffs the air, looking from you to Ager, then back to you. Acknowledgement washes across his face and his expression softens. His ears stand back up and you can swear that you see him smile. Dante takes his place by your side. Well, whatever he is, I'm glad he's on our team. Let's find the others. Achievement unlocked. Dante's Inferno. Aww. There's Amsel. Paul's lifeless body lies crumpled on the floor. The majority of his head has been splattered against the opposite wall. The DVD player is completely trashed. Some kind of automatic lockdown system has engaged. So I can't look at my chip until I've saved my friends, which, I mean, fair. So we know where Glory and Daytrick went, but where's Blitz? Over here, boss. What are you doing, dude? You just like rah, rah, rah. Wait, was there always an opening I could go through? What? I've been like sneaking around here this whole time. Don't miss. Come on now. There we go. I actually wanted to, you know, throw magic at him, but sure, walk over there. On fire. Excuse you. Ow. He's not even in cover. Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? Ugh. What the fuck? Why is everything missing? Hey, seriously, why is everything fucking missing? This is ridiculous. Yay. This door has been boarded shut. This door is held shut by magical force. Well, at least people are safe. Can I go in here? No, it won't let me. It won't actually let me go out there. Okay. I wonder what happened to the kid who was hanging out over here. I hope he's okay. Objective, find guard. What? Where the fuck do these people come from when they show up like this? I really want to know. Like, genuinely want to know where the fuck these assholes are coming from. Fucking piss. Took you long enough. Listen. Shut the fuck up. Fuck off. Oh, that did something at least. Ow. Glory flicks her wrist, sending the wicked blades that extend from her fingertips sliding back into their housings. Afer, listen to me. We have a problem. I saw detachments of mercenaries break away from the main group. They were carrying heavy ordnance, and they appeared to be heading to the direction of the sewers. Best guess, they're planning on bringing the entire block down, reducing the Kreusbasar to rubble. Where the hell is Blitz? He took off with Madet. Said something about jamming the attackers' comms. Don't worry about them. We have to deal with those bombs. If you say so. Head into the sewers. It's not like I have anything else to do.